Hello, this is a Fifth Star Podcast. I'm Jaimie.
And I'm Albert.
And today we are going to be ranking our top 20 movies of 2025.
That's right. We are not including some of the potential Oscar nominated movies that'll be, on nominated for Best Picture. So we will be reviewing those
next year
within a few months as we get closer to Oscar season. So
yes, we're saving some of those because we don't want to spoil it for each other.
Yeah,
as well.
Particularly like Marty Supreme is coming, Sentimental Value, some of the movies like that.
Avatar, Air and Fire. Are you kidding? Or Ash, Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash. But aside from some of those, we've come up with our top 20 list, and we'll just go back and forth and build count up to one. All right. So you want to start us off?
Oh, so we're starting at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. At number 20, we have 3 stars, Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. And, I thought the movie was fine. It was colorful. It was kind of fun. We reviewed it.
Okay.
Landed at 20.
All right. For me, my 20th is starting at 3.5. This is going to be Ballerina,
Haven't seen it.
Which is a John Wick kind of franchise spinoff. It's basically Ana de Armas playing John Wick, being like the Keanu Reeves character. But overall, great fight action sequences and choreography. The only thing is that she does a great job, but I just kind of kept thinking this could have just been Keanu Reeves and it would have probably been a maybe better movie.
Wow, so sexist.
I mean, she's great, but
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but overall, really good action flick.
All right, number 19, still 3 stars. I guess I had a lower scoring year. Nouvelle Vogue. Thank you. Nouvelle Vogue. I don't know how to say it. Again, we reviewed this one, and it was interesting and artistic, and I appreciated the film history, but ultimately, it was just kind of an average one for me. Yeah.
That movie will be making an appearance for me later.
Oh, yeah.
So number 19 for me was Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Oh.
We reviewed that also. It wasn't necessarily the best conclusion to the whole franchise,
right,
but just the 2 big epic stunt sequences alone, I thought were worthy.
Mm-hmm.
The airplane sequence was great, but really the submarine sequence to me was
fun.
Just one of the best sequences in theater experiences I had this year.
Except he totally would have died. He totally should have died.
No, he's Tom Cruise. He's Ethan Hunt.
Number 18, Fantastic Four. Again, pretty average. It was fun. Didn't really jive with most of the characters, though. The production design was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Overall, though, superhero movies don't excite me, so.
Okay. Well, for me, 18 is Straw, which is a Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And first of all, I just love Taraji Henson. She's a great actress. This movie is a little clunky and a little cheesy in parts. But overall, I thought was a pretty clever movie, pretty smartly written. I think it's just a really good example of a character who's pushed over and over to the edge, and then they're forced to have to act.
Yeah.
And it did that really well. So yeah. I appreciated that.
Coming in number 17 is The Ballad of Wallace Island.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, that was a fun movie, but quite slow. And I loved the ending, but the beginning was pretty difficult to get through.
For me, at 17 is Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. A faithful adaptation, but also felt fresh. And I think just Jacob Elordi's performance was really good.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really good. Sorry he was too beautiful for you.
He's just a beautiful man.
Number 16?
Yep.
Thunderbolts. Again, not super into superhero movies, but it did come up above Fantastic Four for me a little bit. Maybe it was because the themes were a little more interesting, but yeah.
For 16, I have Caught Stealing, which is the Darren Aronofsky movie.
Yep.
I love Darren Aronofsky, and I really appreciated that he went comedy this time.
Mm-hmm.
But I also was missing some of his staple, real visceral stuff that he sometimes has brought in his old stuff. Overall, I really enjoyed it and had some really hilarious characters.
Dang.
Yeah.
You know what I recently learned?
What?
He used to be with Rachel Weisz.
Yeah.
Now Rachel Weisz is married to Daniel Craig.
Oh. Man, I mean,
Weird.
They have.
That'd be awkward if Daniel Craig ever did a Darren Aronofsky movie. Anyway.
It's Hollywood. They're all used to it.
I guess that's true. They're all connected. 15. We have Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. It's all right. I'm still at my 3 stars, by the way.
I think I
Better
also...
than Thunderbolts.
Yeah. I also watched a bit more movies than you this year, so I think my top 20 is like my higher ranked movies. Yeah.
Well, I think I've been more harsh this year.
We'll talk about that at the end on how we feel about the year overall.
Yeah.
For me at 15, I have Thunderbolts here.
Okay.
So very close. I
forgot you gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, I really appreciated that this felt like a small superhero movie. And it felt more intimate. It felt more character-centered. I thought Florence Pugh did a great job. And just like the exploration of the themes of like depression within a superhero MCU movie, like I appreciated that.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
I get that. The delivery was a little bit on the nose, but yeah. Number 14, we have Superman. My last superhero movie of the year, I think. I think it was my favorite of the year, for sure. I had a lot of fun watching it. At certain parts, I thought it was going to get up to like a 4, but then the ending kind of like tanked my score.
Yeah, just the pocket universe part.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, at 14, I have Novocaine. I don't know if...
seen it.
Okay, do you know the premise for this movie?
No.
So it's Jack Quaid, and he basically has a condition where he can't feel pain. And it's...
Oh, that sounds terrible. I would hate that.
For someone who doesn't like body horror, I do not recommend this movie. But this is a movie that just knew exactly who it was targeted for and what it was going for, and it just went there. It started building slowly, but they took that concept and just kept pushing it and pushing it.
No.
And it was really gross, but I really appreciated it. It was just a lot of fun.
I will not be seeing that. For number 13 is Wicked for Good. I am almost out of the 3s. I'm so close. Yeah, I just didn't like it as much as the first one, but it was still like a lot of fun, and it still holds a very special place in my heart. And I will be watching it again.
For me, 13 is Mickey 17, Bong Joon-ho. So I didn't really know anything going into it, but I thought just overall, like, really interesting concept, really great world building.
Okay.
But it's maybe the highlight is, Robert Pattinson did a good job, but the highlight for me was Mark Ruffalo's performance doing his best trumpet impression. He's just like a character that is fully modeled after Trump, and what Trump would do if he was to colonize another planet and how he would go about it.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So
would you recommend I watch it?
Yeah, I think, there's some like kind of parts that are a little gruesome, but I think it's within the kind of genre of sci-fi.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you would appreciate it.
I've been putting it off, but maybe I'll watch it. All right, number 12. We have my final 3. This is the top of my 3-star movies. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh.
It is a very fun, very good movie. I had problems with the ending structurally, but ultimately, it's definitely the best 3-star on my list.
Should have been a 3.5. I'm just saying.
It was close, on the verge.
So for me at 12, I have Warfare. So this is like maybe the smallest war film I've ever seen.
Interesting.
It's basically a reenactment of a true like event that happened during like the Iraq War, I believe it was. And that part was really well done. The part that didn't work for me was I was just left confused. Was like, what was the point of this? Because it kind of gets into
wow, surprised it's so high up then.
Yeah, it gets into some things like thematically, but it has some mixed signals that it sends with the way it ends. But I watched this in the theater and had also one of the best moments in the theaters for me this season, where it has like this jet like just fly really low to the ground, and I was blown away by it. But it's just really well done in terms of just how they recreate like all these events, because they take all these testimonies from like people who are really there. Yeah, so it was really cool.
All right, number 11, House of Dynamite. That is the bottom of my 3.5s. Yeah, I think the reason it was sold for me was because of there was a couple scenes towards the end that I really enjoyed, and I've heard this movie's getting a lot of bad rap because it's basically the same movie told 3 times, and the ending people were disappointed by, which I was too. But I think there's a lot of philosophical conversations that surround the whole thing, so I liked it.
So the last of my 3.5s is Sorry Baby.
I didn't realize you watched that.
Yeah, this is the way I would describe it. It's a movie about surviving sexual abuse or a sexual assault that is funny.
Oh, wow.
Which just seems like a really odd mix, but this movie happens to pull it off somehow.
Okay.
And
A24, right?
Yeah. And I think it's the first time directing, writing, and starred by Eva Victor. It feels just like very like authentic with how you might process some of this. And sometimes it just being like when things are so sad and broken, like what else can you do but laugh?
Yeah.
You know? So it was surprisingly like a humorous movie for such a intense topic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10 was Black Bag, which you can see our review for that one too. Actually, almost all of these we reviewed. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a fun whodunit. The cinematography was fun.
The style was really good. It had a really
I
cool
loved all
style
the
to it.
costuming. The cast was great.
In at number 10 is the start of my 4-star movies, which is a documentary about Stranger Things to play.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, called Behind the Curtain, Stranger Things, The First Shadow.
Wow, it got 4 stars.
Yeah. I mean, this
good.
This came on the heels of me binging the first 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the 5th season. But I just thought this documentary did a really good job of showing you like how intense and how much work goes into putting on a new play through all the different phases. And it has like a really good like ticking time like bomb like kind of mechanism. Counting down towards like opening day and all this kind of stuff.
All right, number 9 is One of Them Days, the Keke Palmer SZA movie. I just thought it was so funny, and I liked it so much better than the other ticking time bomb movies that we watched this year. It was just, yeah. I think I also just really like Keke Palmer.
She is fantastic.
She's so great.
So I watched her in The Pickup, which is just like, it was like at the bottom of my, it was like in the 50s for me this year. Like 2 stars, Eddie Murphy, Keke Palmer. But she's the only one that, given a terrible script, like still manages to like rise above it in moments. Yeah. And just be endearing and just so likable.
She is great.
Yeah, she's fantastic. At number 9 for me is Wake Up Dead Man, which we just reviewed and released. Yeah, just a really good Knives Out edition that is more serious in tone, but explores like themes of like faith and just like really impressive from Rian Johnson.
Yeah, I agree. Are we at number 8 now?
8, yeah.
Number 8 is Caught Stealing, which we already discussed a little bit.
Wow, that's pretty high for you.
Honestly, yeah. Still in my 3.5s, but yeah.
Okay. For me at number 8 was Left-Handed Girl. It's a Chinese film.
Don't tell me.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, because you want to watch it?
Don't tell me. I actually didn't know it was Chinese. I thought it was Korean.
No, it's Chinese.
I want to watch it. I'll plug my ears.
Okay. Well, so it's a great expose on just being a single mom and all of the challenges that come with that. I did think that it's a slow build.
You're talking too
loud. One of the movies that actually just kept getting better and better until the ending. The ending was just like really explosive. Anyway, okay, I'm done.
For a person who hates spoilers.
I know. Come on, Jaimie. This is like something I would do.
Number 7, we have Frankenstein, which was the top of my 3.5. I don't know. I liked it a lot. I think it was fun. My only complaint really was the look. I did not like the look. It looked like a video game. It looked a little too fake for me. And then I also preferred the monster story over Frankenstein's.
That's right. Yeah. At number 7 for me is Nouvelle Vague, which we've talked about.
You said it differently that time. Dang it.
No,
now I look dumb because I said it wrong.
But it might not be for everybody. because you kind of have to have some familiarity with
Yeah,
like
that's
the
high for
French
you.
New Wave. But I just thought the whole aspect of like the behind the scenes of putting a movie together and it's based on a true story. I just loved that part of it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you had a lot of context for it too.
Yeah.
All right, number 6, we have The Perfect Neighbor, which is
Oh no, this is okay. I want to not hear this one.
which is another Netflix documentary, and basically it's all filmed through police cameras, which is really really cool. And yeah, but the ending is a bit sad. So anyway.
So I've been wanting to watch that because it might be on the short list for best documentary for the Oscars.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so we might have to talk about it again when we get to Oscar season. And number 6 for me is kind of a movie that no one's talked about. It's called The Match. It's a Korean movie. It actually stars Lee Byung-hyun, which he's the guy, the front man from Squid Game.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I saw the trailer for this.
So this is like, I just really think the game of Go is fascinating because it's like infinitely more complex than chess is. It's based on a true story of a Go master and his protege, and it kind of tells like their whole friendship and relationship over time, like over decades.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's a little bit of a straightforward story, but I just thought it was done really well.
Well, number 5 for me is Zootopia 2.
Oh, dang, it's high.
It is. I mean, it really caught me by surprise that it was able to actually live up to the hype. And the fact that it is probably the best movie Disney has put out since Encanto, in my opinion. I want to see it again. Like, I left the theater and I was like, I want to watch that again.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good sign.
It was a fun movie. It's cute. Number 5 for me was Materialists. The sophomore...
We're getting there.
Yeah, release of Celine song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like really well done rom-com. It was more rom, I guess.
Very little calm.
Yeah, but it was just like a really great exploration of like the economy of dating, I guess.
Yeah.
And
the economy of love.
Yeah, and it's a movie that I really wish that like came out when I was in my 20s.
Yeah. Number 4 for me is One Battle After Another. It's just a really good movie, and I'm sure it's gonna get tons of Oscars.
Yeah.
I think it got the most noms, right? Oh no, they haven't released that yet.
Yeah. In the Golden
Most
Globes,
Golden
it got a
Globes,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah. So number 4 for me was also One Battle After Another.
Nice.
I mean, I get it. Like, just great performance. Like Sean Penn alone, and then Benicio del Toro. Like those two performances.
The look of it.
Yeah, like
the whole chase scene at the end.
Yeah, the way that it's shot. Great ensemble cast, and like this Oscar is gonna be the first one with like casting as a category.
Ooh.
I feel like this is like a really good front runner for that.
Yeah.
Just like everyone is so perfect for their role.
Yeah. Number 3 is Wake Up Dead Man.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
shot
high.
up because it lowered all my other ones.
Pushed everything down.
Yeah, it pushed One Battle After Another down for me because I was like, I think I liked this one more. Even though I think One Battle After Another probably deserves more Oscars, that's not
like
what I'm
from a
doing
craft
here.
perspective.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm
Yeah.
trying to just say my own personal opinions and taste and enjoyment. So yeah, it was that good for me.
Well, my number 3, maybe even more shocking, K-pop
Pop
Demon
Demon
Hunters.
I knew it.
Look, here's my
You're
thing.
number 3 of the whole year.
This movie was so much fun.
It was fun.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It had great
So was Zootopia 2.
Yeah, it had great world building. It just did such a good job of like bringing in the Korean heritage and like culture. It did that so well. The music was just so many great songs. And it was a phenomenon this year. Like,
it was pretty cool seeing it at like the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah.
And just seeing like, wow, this is such a huge moment for Korea. I think. That
and
like in New York City, they're doing this whole thing. And it's a whole phenomenon. Yeah, I did think that was pretty cool.
So, and this movie is like, I don't really rewatch movies. I ended up watching this 3 times this year.
With your kids and
Yeah,
stuff?
with my kids and, when we reviewed it and all that kind of stuff. And every time it just held up. It just like was so fun, so enjoyable.
I watched it twice. I don't think
Yeah,
I
I
think it was
know.
just twice.
I mean, it's definitely gonna get nominated for best song and for best animated.
Oh yeah, I
And
think it deserves best song for sure.
yeah, and I really hope it wins, maybe even best animated. I mean, we'll see when I watch the rest of the animated nominees, but
Yeah.
man, just love this movie.
Number 2, Materialist.
Okay,
I don't
nice.
know why. I think I just like came out of the theater feeling like all soft and mushy on the inside. And it was such a good feeling. And it was also so pretty to look at. The movie was just aesthetic. And I've said this in our review. Even the messiness is pretty to look at. And there's something magical about the way Celine Song sees the world.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of just want to keep seeing the world through her eyes a little bit. So
yeah, she has this like kind of tinge of nostalgia that feels like it's baked in. Because even Past Lives had that vibe too.
Oh yeah,
It's
feels
like romantic,
casual.
but
it feels casual
yeah.
though. It feels like she's not trying to be a movie, but it also feels very movie. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get it. Number 2 for me was Sinners.
Yeah,
This is,
still 4, right?
Still at a 4, but like right up there at the 4s. It's a movie that, Ryan Coogler, like when it came out, everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame that it came out so early in the year because I feel like
nobody's forgotten it. Are you kidding?
Yeah, but some of the hype I feel like has died down a little bit. But I don't know if One Battle's gonna win this year at the Oscars, but I feel like Sinners is so deserving of that. Like what he did and all the things he was pulling off, talking about like race and music and the history of the blues and all like so much stuff baked into this movie, but all within the genre of like vampire flick.
Yep.
It's like really impressive what he did.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And that is my number 1. At least so far. I just keep thinking about it too. Even though I watched it so early in the year, it still comes up in conversation and it still feels relevant even now to keep discussing it.
Yeah, and as much as we both liked One Better After Another, we both have Sinners ranked higher, even though it came out so much earlier.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think it was better, obviously, because it's higher.
I mean, I wonder what you guys think, if you guys have seen both, like which one you liked better.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both great movies, for sure.
They are.
Okay, so number 1, this is a movie that I don't understand why nobody has this ranked, like, is in the conversation, why it's not potentially going to be nominated for anything at the Oscars, is 28 Years Later. The Danny Boyle movie.
I forgot that this was like your number 1.
Yeah. So this is my only 4.5 so far this year. Danny Boyle, like in 28 Days Later, like the first one, it was great when it came out. But after all these years, like coming back to this and doing 28 Years Later, I thought he brought like a freshness to it. It was similar, but he evolved and pushed things, further. The whole thing was shot on iPhones. I mean, they adapted like nice lenses and stuff,
sections of it, right?
Was it? I think potentially all of it from what I saw.
I thought it was just the bullet timing stuff.
No, I think it's more than that.
Oh, okay.
At least maybe some of the action scenes too. But like that effect was like so stunning when I first saw it in the theater. I was like, what is just happening?
Was the story really good
But
too?
the story also, like in a movie and a franchise that's all about like zombies and, and the franchise that gave rise to the fast zombie that runs after you, it really becomes about like a story about the survivors and the community that has risen from like the ashes of like the first 2 movies.
This is like your Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. And so like
nobody talked about that one last year.
Yeah, and so it just was so well done, and like Ralph Fiennes just gives us such a phenomenal performance in this movie. And there's a part of this movie that just suddenly shifts in tone and just becomes like this haunting kind of like slow, mellow, ethereal kind of movie. Yeah. And it still works, like, so
interesting.
It's just really impressive what Danny Boyle did in this movie.
Are you going to watch the spinoff?
I'm a little worried for the second part because it's not Danny Boyle directing it.
Oh, I thought it was a spinoff.
No, so it's going to be like a trio. 2? Yeah. And this
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, and 28 Years Later is like leaves off on kind of a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, it's just a shame that I don't know why like this movie just kind of just like faded away. It's just so well done. Anyone out there
who agrees
who watched 28 Years Later, who can appreciate it or appreciates like me, leave a comment, give a like. But yeah, so
overall this year has.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I think you're kind of right that overall this year has been maybe lower scoring than last year.
Mm-hmm.
To me, majority of the good movies come out at the end of the year because they're all like waiting for Oscar season / the holidays. And so I do think that a lot of my tops, like ones that could top Sinners, I have yet to see.
Yeah. Some of them we're waiting for them to be released or within our market.
And so I think that there's a lot of potential for this year. And I don't know yet if this year is worse than last.
Yeah.
It's
this
so
year,
tricky.
This year had a lot of big like franchise blockbusters like Fantastic Four and Superman and you know, the Mission Impossible
K-pop
franchise. And so they had a lot of these kinds of movies, Thunderbolts and some of them were pretty solid, but like none of them were great. And I mean, thankfully we had movies like Sinners and One Better Off Than Another. But kind of like after that, it just feels like a big drop off where there's like a lot of pretty solid movies, but none that really stood out.
Would you say that last year there were more standouts? Like Wicked Part 1 was definitely better in my opinion. So like that is a standout for me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Oh, Dune Part 2 was my top last year. And that one was a blockbuster.
Yeah, I guess when I look at the list from last year, a lot of these are like kind of movies that were in the Oscar conversation.
Yeah.
And as I started going through like those Oscar noms, you know, they started like going up to the top of the list.
Yeah, because I technically had 2 5-star movies from 2024, but I didn't watch them until this year.
After, yeah.
So I kind of
All
feel like.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
There's a chance.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Well, let us know what your top 20 so far are of 2025.
Yes.
And we just want to also say thank you for another year of your support, watching, liking, sharing, commenting, all of that stuff. It's been a fun year. And
we'll see you in 2026.
Yeah, as we gear up for Oscar season.